Hey again, Andy with Handy Andy Handyman. We're just coming through. The guys are underway on a project that we have over in Roswell. There's a lot of work to be done here. If you looked at the previous video on this house, they've got corners here and here. They've done a few things already. Then unfortunately, once they get going, the painters were here washing the house, and so they're able to see some more repairs that we missed in the initial bid. But you see a few things, like this corner was repaired previously, and it rotted out again within a couple of years. And you can see my brother or one of the guys has come through right here and made this angle cut. This weather cut is going to keep any moisture from getting in here from rotting the wood. It'll force its way out to the front. But we caulk everything up, and more importantly, any of our replacement pieces are primed and sealed on all faces. So if we had the piece laying around here, it's probably on the pile over there. I'll look in a minute. But you're going to see on the piece that came out of here, they just painted and primed what you saw. The inside was raw wood, and once the caulk failed, and it had a horizontal cut, it just trapped the water in there and it just rotted it out. Here they're dealing with masonite siding, which is basically cardboard. The only thing that protected it, if you see these brush strokes in here, this house was hand painted probably 10 years ago. And it saved it. The only thing they didn't do well was they didn't caulk well. So a lot of these lower boards rotted out. And you can see in the bid, I think we had 3 or 4 rows here, and now we're at 6 over here. So things change a little bit as we start working. We can't tell the condition of masonite siding because it rots from inside as well. Then you get into areas like here where they've cleaned this window, and now you can see that this window is actually rotted, so we'll have to make that repair. We're the only company in Atlanta I know of that'll fix a rotten wooden window sash with real wood. Not Bondo, not putty, actual skills. And then this nose is rotted here too. So we'll follow you guys back up on this one again. You can actually see the siding. Here's a piece of it the guys dropped right here. Look what this is. This is just cardboard. See it? There's nothing left to it. Look at that. So that's what you run into on some of these houses. Masonite siding isn't a defective siding. If you caulk and paint it up well, it's going to be fine. If we'll show you, like, here's a good example. Here's a piece of trim wood. This is probably off that corner board right there. See it? Raw on the edges, raw where they made the repair, and raw and rotted out on the bottom too. So you can see another one right here. My brother just dug this one out. Here's another corner board. See, it was raw on the edges, and rotted right back out again, raw on the edges. So it's interesting stuff. The siding that we're using, and we get in this all the time, this is James Hardie plank. And you want to look for that stamp right there. See that right there? If it doesn't have that stamp on it, it's not James Hardie plank. It's probably Nichihana siding, and it's going to delaminate and crumble and fall apart on your house within 2 to 3 years if it's on dormers. Like areas like here, this is a dormer. So my brothers had to come through on the back side of this one, and you'll be able to see it from the ground here in a second. You'll see some gold edge siding up through there. So they've replaced that whole face right there. But most of this siding, because we're going to hand paint it where it started to spread already, the home inspectors will give it a passing inspection because it's going to look great. And we run into so many houses. We lost a bid maybe a month or so ago. Actually, it's 2 months ago. And the homeowner went with another company to paint it. They were cheaper, which spray painting versus hand painting is a lot cheaper. This customer got a cheaper price on the paint because we're doing all the carpentry. And so that worked out better for him. But on that particular project, we didn't get the bid. The homeowner was really tight on money, so they went with another company, and it failed inspection. And that homeowner actually had to reduce the cost of his house by $25,000 to make the deal. He had to sell the house because now the home buyers want to replace all the siding. And the reality is these millennials that are moving out, like that's who's going to buy this house. It's a millennial coming out of the city of Atlanta. They want to be in this nice, country club neighborhood with a lake and raise their kids. They don't know anything about houses. So if the inspector flags it as bad siding and shows that, the spread in the siding and it looks bad, it's not going to pass. This house, when it's hand painted, the value of hand painting is they paint the bottom edges with a brush and it seals it so it looks great. And that's what the inspectors are looking for. So you're going to have all kinds of projects. We do everything. We do everything: electrical, plumbing, roof repairs, gutters, lots of inspection repairs. We've got several master carpenters on staff. We've been out here for over 25 years, my brother and I. We got a team of 30 guys. And the reality of that is we got 10 good ones, we got 10 average ones, and we got 10 that need to be fired last week. But it's hard to find good workers, so here we are. But it's honestly even harder to find good contractors. Lots of nightmares in Atlanta dealing with contractors. The only headache you'll have with our group is getting us on the phone sometimes. So You can reach us in the office, 770-912-2829. I'm Andy. We'll see you at the next house. Bye for now.